Welcome to Future Business School, where we unravel the secrets of business success and wealth creation. Today, we're diving into one of the most pressing questions of our time. Why are the rich becoming richer while the poor are getting poorer?
This isn't just about numbers. It's about systems, history, and decisions that shape the world. By the end of this video, you'll understand how this happens, and most importantly, what can be done to change it. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Future Business School for more deep dives into critical topics.
Let's get started by looking at the mechanisms that drive this growing wealth gap. Buckle up. This is going to be a deep and insightful discussion. To understand why the rich keep getting richer, let's begin with wealth accumulation. Wealth grows through investments like stocks, real estate, and businesses. Here's an example. If someone invests $1 million at a 7% annual return, it will double in approximately 10 years. The more wealth you have, the faster it grows.
But for the poor, this isn't an option. Imagine earning minimum wage, struggling to pay rent, and having nothing left to invest. Even when opportunities like retirement accounts exist, many can't contribute enough to make a difference.
This disparity is compounded by tax policies. Income from investments, capital gains, is taxed at a lower rate than wages. Wealthy individuals and corporations use this to their advantage, further accelerating their wealth growth.
For example, in 2007, Warren Buffett famously pointed out that he pays a lower tax rate than his secretary. This isn't a bug in the system. It's a feature that benefits the wealthy.
Education is supposed to be the great equalizer, but in reality, it often reinforces inequality. Schools in wealthy neighborhoods have better funding, better teachers, and better resources.
Let's take a real-world example. In the US, schools are funded by local property taxes. This means that affluent areas with high property values have well-funded schools, while poor neighborhoods struggle. Students in these schools face larger class sizes, outdated textbooks, and fewer extracurricular activities.
This inequality creates a ripple effect. Without quality education, students from low-income families are less likely to attend college or secure high-paying jobs. This perpetuates the cycle of poverty.
Globalization has transformed the economy, lifting millions out of poverty in developing nations. However, it has also contributed to wealth concentration in developed countries.
Let's look at the outsourcing of jobs. Companies move manufacturing and service roles to countries with lower labor costs. This benefits shareholders but leaves workers in wealthier nations unemployed or underpaid.
Meanwhile, the wealthy invest in these global opportunities, reaping the rewards while the working class bears the brunt of economic shifts. Technology has been a double-edged sword. On one hand, it has created billionaires and revolutionized industries. On the other, it has displaced millions of workers.
Consider automation. Factory workers, cashiers, and even drivers are losing jobs to machines and AI. The wealthy who own these technologies profit immensely, while low-skilled workers struggle to adapt.
And then there's the digital divide. Wealthy individuals and nations have access to cutting-edge technologies, while the poor lag behind, widening the gap even further. We can't ignore the historical context. After World War II, policies like the GI Bill in the US created a thriving middle class. But since the 1980s, deregulation and tax cuts for the wealthy have eroded these gains.
For example, the Reagan-era tax cuts disproportionately benefited the rich, leading to the massive income inequality we see today. Similar trends have occurred globally.
Systemic racism, gender inequality, and other forms of discrimination also play a role. These barriers prevent many people from accessing opportunities, perpetuating poverty. Now let's talk solutions. Progressive taxation, universal basic income, and increased access to education and healthcare are often suggested as ways to reduce inequality.
But these require political will, which is often hindered by the influence of the wealthy. Lobbying, campaign donations, and other forms of influence allow the rich to shape policies in their favor.
Change is possible, but it requires collective action and awareness. Understanding the problem is the first step. We've covered a lot today, from the mechanisms of wealth accumulation to systemic barriers and potential solutions. This isn't just an economic issue, it's a human issue.
Thank you for joining us on this journey. Let's continue to ask tough questions and demand fairer systems. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Future Business School for more insightful discussions.